All right, guys. Welcome back to Saving Throws Halloween special. I think we're just gonna get right back into it. Our adventurers just walked up on an eerie, pun intended, because you're in the town of Eerie, creepy house that you know to be owned by this vampire that escaped you guys last time. So yeah, you're standing in front of this house. You guys have as much pasta as you want, and what do you guys do? You guys just walk in, burst
I
into the door.
I wipe the schmutz off of my face from from fisting pasta into my face because we didn't have time for forks.
Uh,
What's
I love me a good pasta thing.
Schmutz. That's a good word.
And
I'll wipe the schmutz off.
he probably like grabs onto like the sides of his his armor and like tries to tighten it where his belly's a bit distended from all the pasta. And he goes, "All right, guys, I think I'm all right. Let's do this." Yeah,
Attack your stomach.
yeah. He's like,
That's why I went with the cheesecake. It's lighter than the pasta.
yeah, but the pasta just sits in the old tum tum.
Yeah, that's what I just said. All right, I guess I'll go in first and kind of with my quarterstaff, like up at the ready, like a rifle, like I'm clearing a room.
So you
He's
open
gonna
the
shoot
door,
key out of the end of it.
and the outside of the house
You're gonna
is
shoot pee.
Key.
Oh.
you.
K.I.
Like, oh.
The outside of the house is super like run down. The wood looks like it's starting to rot. It's all gray and sun rotted and stuff like that. And you open the door and like the inside, it still looks run down, but it looks much nicer than the outside. And the decor matches the manor that you guys were investigating before. It's much smaller. I mean, there's one bedroom, and then like a living room like the kitchen and the living room are like another room by itself, and like that's all that's in this house.
There's no like upstairs, no downstairs. It's one room.
Nope, just one. Like you walk in and you'd walk into like the living room and kitchen, and then there's another door off of that goes into the bedroom.
I guess I'll go towards the back, toward the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you walk through there. You open the door, and
Grim's going to the kitchen.
you're gonna check out the kitchen.
No, I said Grim is going to the kitchen.
Oh, you're going to the kitchen, Grim?
Why am I going to the kitchen?
Because you like
You need a fork.
I already ate enough pasta for now. I'm gonna save some for Nicola.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
But you guys, you walk into the bedroom, and the bedroom looks strikingly similar to the bedroom in the last one. There's just like a queen size bed, probably a coffin at the foot of the bed, and a
Man
paint
died in 2
and
coffins.
the wall facing the bed. There's a painting of Orazio and the girl that grabbed him.
Does the painting look like messed with in any way? Are there any like
Is this the
scrapes
schmutz
on
that
the
took
wall?
my friend?
Is there?
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna help him.
Okay.
There's something there.
Okay, yeah. You notice that like there's like on the edges of the picture frame, there's like rubbings, like where like it looks like it's been grabbed enough that like the paint on the picture frame has rubbed off a little bit.
All right,
Hand me the
then
scarab.
I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and kind of lift it back, if I can do that.
Oh, like pry it off the wall.
Yeah, no, like how is it hung? Is it like nailed up on
Yeah.
top, or is it like
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna kind of move it away from the wall a little bit so I can see behind it.
Okay, so like if this is the wall, you're like sliding it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you do that, and you see like an opening. There's nothing there,
An opening.
and it's just like it's like an opening, and then like stairs leading down.
We got something here, guys.
Bless you.
I'm gonna sneeze again.
Bless you. Bless
Never
you.
mind. Never mind. I'm good.
Bless you, Balthazar.
No, the dust in this room is terrible.
My allergies are kicking in.
Yeah, sorry. I'll take the painting down.
Okay. So yeah, you take the painting off the wall, and it's just like it's like a door-sized like opening. There's no door there, and then stairs leading down.
I'm gonna cast Dark Vision on myself.
Okay.
I imagine it's not lit.
No, it's not.
Okay, so that uses 2 of my key points.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna continue in the doorway.
Okay. So you start descending down the stairs. Does everybody follow?
I will follow in the rear because I also have dark vision.
Okay.
I would like to slide down the railing.
There's no. There's no railing, buddy.
Darn it! Darn it!
Oh, Jacob.
Do you have dark vision, Grim?
Hell no! I'm a human.
I neither do have dark vision.
You mean neither do I?
So
I neither have dark vision.
But you guys stand in like the middle and have like Balthazar and Frederick guide you down the stairs.
I'm just holding
Balthazar, hold my hand.
Do lizard folk really not get dark vision? Wow.
Weird.
That's
Unless I
weird.
totally missed it. Like I just checked opened up the book.
Yeah,
Read
so
the alignment side.
you're walking down the stairs, and the stairs are like ridiculously long. Like you keep going, and like you're like the bottom's got to be here somewhere, and it just doesn't seem to be coming up. And Balthazar, can you make a perception check?
If I can. That's terrible.
That's not good. So
Can
then
I make a perception check?
no,
You can't see.
Does
Frederick,
anybody have a torch?
make a perception check.
Wow.
Okay, so Michael, you just walk over it, or Balthazar, you just walk over and you don't realize. But Frederick, after a little bit, you see like the steps like all of a sudden don't match anymore. Like you were walking down like what looked like stone steps, and then they were like a grayish color, and then all of a sudden there's like a crack running through one of them, and then it's like butted up against it are like more like sandstone colored stairs. And like when you look at the wall, there's a crack going around like the whole wall up the ceiling, and it's like somebody took these like 2 different sets of stairs and just shoved them up against each other.
Guys, the stone changed
What? Where? When?
right
There's a
here.
Stone.
And once you said that, you realize, Balthazar, that you're standing in like you're only in like the sandstone part of it, and like if you turn around, you can see where the crack is that like separates the 2.
What the hell?
Grim, just to give you a little bit of a background, we're walking on stone. It was gray stone. Now it's sandstone.
I'm gonna like wiggle my foot to get that that gritty sound from the sand.
Yep, sounds like sandstone.
Yeah.
All right, just continue on down the sandstone steps now.
Yeah, so you keep going, and it's probably been a good like 10 minutes, and then you finally hit the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Some might say it's rock bottom.
Yeah, some might say that.
I hate you.
There's no light still.
I'm gonna cast prestige. I can't say it.
Prestidigitation.
Yes, that one.
And what are you prestidigitating? Oh, you're
I'm making a small flame.
okay. So now Grim and Penny, you can probably see a little bit.
Wait, he's making a small flame?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
but I think with like prestidigitation, it would be like super small, so like you guys can see each other, like Penny, Grim, and like you guys can see the part.
I'm going to cast control flames on his flame.
Oh, nice! I have
Okay.
that too.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I have produce flame that I forgot about, so I'm just gonna make like fire in my hand.
I'm gonna grab one of my torches, lean back, and catch it on fire.
Like, I like to do things
Nice.
the old-fashioned way.
I'm gonna produce flame and then just like get in front of Balthazar and use control flame and just shoot it like in like lines, just 5 feet in front of me. Or I'll just double. I never mind.
Are there wood beams holding up this structure?
No, luckily for you, there are not.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'll just use control flames and double the brightness of my flame.
Yeah. So, how far does your flame go? The brightness.
10-foot radius of bright light and 10 feet of dim light. So now it does 20 feet of bright and 20 feet of dim.
Yeah. So, with Penny's fire that you now see, you can see out a little bit, and it's just like a long straight hallway, and there's weird like hieroglyphs along the wall in a language that I don't think any of you understand. Like weird pictures of like animals or like people with animal heads, and it's really weird. and you can't see the end of the hallway. It just eventually his light goes away and it's just black again.
Did you light a torch, Jacob?
I did light a torch.
I'm going to also use like another instance of control flame to double the brightness of his torch.
Okay.
I can have 3 different instances of it going at once.
Okay. So when you brighten the torch, like it extends a little bit more, but you still can't see the end of the hallway.
I'm gonna throw my flame 60 feet down the hallway.
Tyler's like, I'm gonna see this the end of this hallway. God. You throw it 60 feet down the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay, so you throw it 60 feet down the hallway, and it goes and goes and goes, and eventually it starts to it starts to arc, and it hits the ground. And I think like right before it hits the ground, you see like a little glimpse of like a bluish goldish doorway, and then once your flame hits and goes out, you can't see the doorway anymore.
All right, I just like immediately produce flame again.
Okay.
And double it.
Yeah.
Why don't we just walk that way?
I'm with
I
him.
was thinking
I'm
that.
with him.
He
I had
looked
to
like
make
he
sure
was
there's
going
nothing there.
somewhere.
I was like, why
I
don't
wanted
we
to make
just
sure there's
walk
nothing
down the hallway?
Well, you can fucking shoot fire down a hallway all you want, but it would if you move that way, things will become clearer.
We will see.
Now we're cooking with Crisco.
That makes a lot more sense. Let's move down the hallway.
Okay, so you start walking down the hallway.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
will lead.
You're in front.
Yep, and Frederick right behind me because we're both the dark vision boys.
Okay, and then Pennywise and Grim in the back.
I'm gonna don my shield
Mm-hmm.
and have like my shield and my torch.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
No, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just gonna like pull out my club and like my shield, and I was just gonna put the produce flame like on my shield.
Okay. So as you guys are walking, you walk for probably like 10 or 15 feet, and Baltazar, you would notice it first, but everybody would probably hear it. You're walking, and you step on like one of the stones, and you hear a little, and then you hear like a like rumbling, and when you look up, you see like a ball is like falling down a shaft at you.
Oh, that's some Indiana Jones shit.
What do you guys do?
Wait, I think if all 4 of us just hold it, we might just be able to hold it. We're all pretty strong.
It's coming pretty fast. Like
How big is it? How big is it?
it takes up like the shaft that it's coming down is the size of the hallway, which is probably like
10 by 10, maybe.
probably yeah, and it's taking up the whole shaft.
Is there a way I can like dash past it
Like back to from where you came from, or keep
or
going
like
forward?
keep going forward? Like
Yeah, you guys can dash and run forward.
Is it still gonna hit us?
Yeah, it's like rolling down a shaft, like it's gonna come and like squish you if you don't move out of the way.
Yeah, I dip.
Like literally, this is some Indian Jones.
I dip, yeah, I dip.
Yeah, so you guys start running, and you're running down the hallway, and this thing is like slowly gaining on you. And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Right.
Okay.
Oh snap!
Oh,
Shit! Come on, Grim.
it's my
come on,
forte.
What you got, Grim? What you got, Grim?
Hey!
Oh, so yeah, you all make you guys are all running down the hallway, and like you have your flames, and eventually the door just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And right before the door, you see like a pit, and you all jump across the pit, and you land on like the stones in front of the door, and you see the ball like roll down the pit, just barely missing you. You jumped at like the last second, and it rolled right past you.
Wow, that was close.
Hey, can you prestidigitate a set of dry pants?
What the fuck? You
No,
pissed
but
yourself
I can't clean an object no longer than a
Wow.
cubic foot.
while sprinting through a hallway. That's what you're telling me.
You can't do that when I'm drinking.
I thought it was my smell.
He's like, no, I'm just kidding. He like brushes himself off a little bit.
We correct okay, man.
I hold my flame like lower to the ground. And just
I'm like, oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna take a look at the door.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Balthazar's like, I'm not trying to die in here.
Make an investigation check for the thing right in front of me.
Yeah, upon like first glance, you see like this bright blue and gold door with the same like hieroglyphs along the wall.
Mhm.
And, as you're like looking, scanning the door, you see scarabs all over it, like the same as the one that you have. They're like raised up, and they all have gems in the middle of them. And then you notice like where there's no doorknob, But where a doorknob would be, you see a slot that would fit another scarab.
I put the scarab in the slot.
It
He just
shoots
went
it out.
Did
We're
it.
just
Just go right for it. I like it.
He just went right for it.
Best decision you made tonight.
I'm gonna lay flush against the wall on the side in case something explodes.
You just straight up stick it in the slot, and like nothing happens for a minute, and then you hear another.
Ah, shit.
You'll probably get a little, like your heart sinks just a little bit, and then it like sucks the scarab in to where like it should be, and then the door like slowly slides up, revealing like a room.
I don't like that.
So you walk into this room, and
I'm checking for traps.
okay.
I'm checking for traps. What do I see with a 19?
What is?
Did you roll?
Is it an investigation?
Yes. Did you roll?
You don't have to roll if you can use passive.
You can't perceptively
No, you
see
have to-
traps.
Yeah, you have to like actively search for a trap. That's why.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
lost mine.
You have to. It's investigation.
Can't you be like, oh, a trap? That's not how it works.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Oof.
I see even
More than
worse.
him.
All right, guys, seems fine. Let's go.
You've never felt safer.
I
Yeah,
just
you
peed
walk.
a little bit in the last room, but there's nothing in here.
This is like a huge room. You walk in and there's a huge pillar going up the center of the room. It's probably like 60 feet across. It's a square room, so 60 feet across both ways, and then the ceiling goes up probably a good 60 feet at least. In each corner, you see like a statue of like a snake. They look like cobras, and they all have their mouth open, and they all have like red rubies in their eyes. And as you walk in, you look, and there's a door on the other side of the room around the pillar. And on the pillar, you see some more of like the weird like people with animal heads on them. They're like statues attached to the pillar, and one of them is pointing to the door, and two more are pointing to snakes in the corners.
I say we go with the snakes.
I want to go look at the door.
I want to make sure there's no pressure plates on the ground.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Frederick? Was that looking for traps too?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're walking around, Frederick's like scanning the floor. You're probably like poking it with your quarterstaff. You guys don't seem to find anything yet.
Okay.
Yet.
So Penny and Grim, you guys are going to the two words are pointing at snakes, right?
I was
Yes.
going to go to the door.
Okay, then I'll go to the other snake then. The
Okay.
one that Penny's not going to.
Yeah.
I'll chill by the statues.
Okay, so you walk up to the pillar where the statues are.
You blink and the statues move.
Grim, you walk up to the door, and it looks very similar to the other door, but like, and there's 4 huge scarabs on the door in like panels, like one here, one here, one here, one here. But they're all missing the gem that goes in them. Like every scarab that you've seen in this place so far has like a brightly colored gem in the middle of it, and all 4 of them are missing it.
Wait, who saw that? Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you went up to the door.
Oh, I thought you were talking to other Jacob, and I was like totally zoned out. I'm sorry.
Did you hear any of it?
Yeah, I heard something about seeing like the 4 scarabs that are all missing.
Yeah,
like
they're
a
missing like
gem.
the gem that goes in the middle of it.
I probably turn around and go, "Hey guys, I think we're gonna need those snake eyes."
So yeah, you guys.
He goes, "Yeah, it looks like there's some type of like certain gems go into certain places for these scarabs."
What's in the corner by the where the other thing is pointing?
Yeah, so each corner has a snake, and you walk up to one of them, and they all look very similar to each other. And it's just like, it's like a golden statue of a snake. It's like a cobra with its mouth open, and like there's a hole going down into its mouth. Like it's very intricate. And it has like red rubies as eyes.
It's just like a snake with red eyes, and it's got an open mouth.
Yeah, and it's probably like the size of the statue is like as big as you are.
Can I see down the mouth of the snake?
That's the same thing.
You can see down the mouth of the snake.
Is there anything down there?
Yeah, you see like a little like glint at the bottom of it as you look down it.
Balthazar, how strong are you?
Decently strong, not crazy strong, I guess, but I'm quick. That's where I shine.
Okay, if you're probably a lot quicker than me, then we got to grab what's at the bottom of this. There's a snake mouth.
Are we on the separate sides of the room, or how's this set up?
I figured we were together.
I'll say it depends on where you guys. It's set up where there's a 60-foot by 60-foot room, and then in each corner is one of these snakes.
That's what I thought.
Yes, there's 4 snakes and one's in each corner. They all look the same. They all have the ruby eyes, and they all have a mouth that's open with a hole into it.
Frederick, you have Mage Hand, right?
Yes, I do.
Go to one of the snakes and try to use it to grab the gem or whatever's glinting down inside it.
Okay.
Chat
I go and
suggested
do that.
parcel tongue.
Penny, do you have Mage Hand by any chance? No? Okay.
Well, I cast Mage Hand to go and grab the whatever's down at the bottom.
So yeah, I think you cast Mage Hand and it like goes down into the snake's mouth, and as soon as it gets into the mouth closes. And then you sit there and wait a little bit, probably try and like yank it out, but the mouth opens up and your Mage Hand is gone. And the ruby or the gem is still sitting at the bottom of it.
That thing just straight up ate your magic.
Are there any inscriptions on the walls?
I think around the pole, above the statues, that are pointing at all the different places, it just says like fear.
Okay. I'm
says
going to
fear?
take my club,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Shillelagh,
Okay.
and I'm going to hit the statue as hard as I can.
Okay, make an attack roll. You go and you take your club, and as hard as you can, you go and smack it, and you hear this loud ding, and your like whole club just starts shaking, and nothing happens.
Are there any inscriptions on the statues that have the snakes on them?
Mm-mm.
The only word
There's
on
just like those hieroglyphs and stuff like that. The only word that you can understand, it says fear, like around the pole in the center of the room.
Okay.
What's on the center pole? Like, what is the center pole again?
Wait.
The center pole is like it just seems like what's holding up making sure the room doesn't collapse on itself.
Gotcha.
And like hanging off of it are the statues of the half animals, half people, and those are what are pointing at the snakes on the door and stuff.
And it looks like the gem is about a full arm's length in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
I have
over.
Is there like a keyhole? Wait, okay. Is there like a keyhole to the door?
No.
Is
The
there
door-
a crack under the door?
The door looks the same as the previous door, except there's 4 scarabs on it, and there's like where the gem should be, it's not there.
Balthazar, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Is there a crack
Yep.
under the door?
No. It
I
is.
think I'm thinking what you're thinking, Grim.
I don't want to do it, but I know
Me
we
neither.
gotta.
We gotta.
All right,
Everybody get on one statue, and you gotta reach in
you gotta put your whole hand into it.
all the way in. Trust me.
I'm gonna vote Balthazar does that because he's the fastest.
I think it has to be all of us.
I don't think it's a matter of how fast; it's a matter of your fear.
I'm definitely very afraid of these things. I'm gonna be honest here.
He's like, I've seen some shit, and I'm terrified.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'm
Go through with
I'm
it.
gonna reach.
I'm
trying
gonna
to
go in. Yeah,
one.
we both at the same time. 1, 2, 3. We put our hand
Okay.
into the.
So you guys stick your hand in. Does anybody else?
Yes, I do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, so all 4 of you stick your hands into separate mouth, and as soon as you reach your hand in, you can feel the gem, and as soon as your hand grasps around the gem, the snake's mouth closes on your hand.
Ah!
You don't take any damage, but your arm is stuck. You go to pull it out, and it's there's no way that you are able to pull it out.
Okay,
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
wanna-
cast gaseous form on myself.
Wait. Before you do that, hold on. I want to just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, guys. Just relax.
No fear. No fear.
Are you casting gaseous self on
No,
your-
I guess I'll try the breathing technique first.
Just breathe.
No fear, Penny. No fear. Hold on to it.
I feel no fear.
And I'm gonna try to pull the gem up.
You guys start. Your hand is grasping the gem, and you hear in your head, you hear just, "Tell me your darkest fear."
Baths.
And then, if you guys want, you can whisper them to me, or you can just tell me. I don't care either way. But like,
But we actually have to tell you that's not good.
Asking for your character's darkest fear.
I don't know how to do this because lizard folk like actually don't fear anything.
Well, then you're hosed, buddy.
Like it says in the book that like fear is like an alien subject. Like
Okay. So like you hear that in your head, and like I feel like in your head you're like,
I
you're like,
don't really fear anything.
I don't know. Oh, that's some dark shit, buddy.
He's a monk.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine.
What? Use
partial tongue.
Right.
Sophie.
What is Frederick thinking of?
I'm like typing it out.
Okay. Grim, are you typing it out too, thinking of something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that whisper was a thing.
I mean, it's fine.
I mean, I don't care.
Just
Penny kind of like will just say that kind of stuff because he doesn't like really care.
So yeah, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on
Right?
Twitter.
Let's get some plugs in here while we wait.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Saving Throws.
Our
I
Twitter is
literally hate that
@SavingThrows
voice
HQ.
that you used.
Why?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saving Throws.
It's so soothing.
No, it's
We try
not.
to say, "Hey, everybody, welcome to Saving Throws." My name
Yes,
is
because now you sound like a man.
Okay, so like you guys all like it tells you this, and like your heart starts racing, and you start to imagine like what your deepest, darkest fear would be. And then like you notice the ground like in between the snakes like drops out. So like you're each on like your own island, separate right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the snake lets go of your arm, and like when you pull your hand out, you can feel the gem until it gets out of the mouth, and then the gem like disappears. And then in front of you, Balthazar, in front of you, you see like this ground burst, or this ground. You see this hand burst out of the ground, and it like grabs onto the ground and it pulls itself up. And as it gets all the way out of the ground, you realize that it's like a zombie version of yourself. And it stands up, and it just kind of like looks into, and it's like staring at you.
They stare back at it.
Yeah. I think Penny, your hand comes out, and again the gem like disappears as soon as your hand gets all the way out of the mouth. And when you turn around, you see it's just you, like as you are right now, and it's just staring at you.
Hey, let's not.
Frederick, I think your hand comes out, and your hand or the gem disappears. And when you turn around, you see like I imagine you had like a commander or something like that at one point.
At one point, yes, he's the highest right now, but at one point, yes, he did.
Yeah, I feel like you see that commander like looking down at you, like he's probably bigger than what he was before, and he's just like looking down at you. And you can see like the disappointment on his face, like you just failed whatever mission you were sent on. And then Jake, I think you pull your hand out, and like all of a sudden, out of like the cracks of the stone around you, water just starts to like fill up, and like it's like there's like an invisible wall around like your island, and it just slowly starts to fill with water. So I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, that's fun.
Do I need to like tag a token or anything?
Nice.
No, just roll it. I don't have tokens and stuff like that.
All right. Cool.
It will be Freddy. And then Penny. And then Balthazar. And then Grim. So I think Frederick, you see this commander of yours, he looks down at you and he says, you are not worthy anymore. Death is the only option that you have left. And he like draws his sword and comes like charging at you. What do you do?
Give me a second.
Like, wasn't been thinking before.
I'll just I'll shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay. So roll to attack. Yeah, I think he like dodges out of the way, and as he comes up to you,
Hold on, I'm gonna use 2
Okay.
of my sorcerer points.
Do it.
Do it again.
Nice. Yeah, that'll hit. Those negatives on the disadvantage. Yeah, so you blast him with a fireball and it hits him in the shoulder and he goes, "You won't be able to escape me this time." And like he gets up to you and he's going to take a swing at you with his sword. Does a 17 hit you?
It does.
Ooh, snap. So you'll take 14. And like I think when they first pop up, you guys think that they're like you look at them and you're like, that can't be real. It's just an illusion. And it does almost look like an illusion. But like then he comes up and swings on you and he hits you with like a force that you weren't ready for. And then who is next? Penny, you're looking at yourself. And he looks at you and he goes, everybody has fear. And what do you do?
I like look more confused as like more than anything just because he doesn't understand the concept of fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is just like this entity is like trying to prove to you that there has to be something in you that you do fear. So do you just stare at him?
Yeah, I just like kind of like turn my head like, huh?
Yeah, then I think he you see like yourself, he like starts to like what's your focus?
My arcane focus or like
Yeah.
my druidic focus. It's a totem that I wear around my neck.
Yeah, he like grabs onto the totem and it starts to glow and he casts Thorn Whip on you.
Oh, that's why that started moving. I was so confused.
Yeah. Oh, why didn't it roll an attack?
Because my macro's probably wrong.
Way to go, buddy.
Doing it fast. Yeah, it is.
What's your bonus? 7?
I did it wrong.
What's
Wisdom.
your bonus? Yeah, what's the number?
Oh, +9. I fixed it.
Ooh, that was almost a 20.
Right? Does a 17 hit you?
No.
Okay, so like he goes to cast that and it just kind of like bounces off of you. And then we will move on to
Oh, I
Balthazar.
don't get to attack back?
Well, you were first.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I was like, all right.
Yeah, like you were first. It gave you the chance to do something, and then it's going to attack you.
Okay, yeah.
So then, Balthazar, you're looking at like a zombified version of yourself, and it like groans and grumbles at you, and then it starts to charge at you. What do you do?
I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
2 attacks.
Those both hit.
And then I'm going to use a key point to use patient defense.
Okay. So what does that do exactly?
He takes a defensive stance, and it's a dodge action.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah. So you go and attack him, and then it's gonna try and attack you back. So
What does dodge do? Dodge action.
Jacob, what does it do?
Dodge, it gives you when you take the dodge action, it gives you advantage. I think on dexterity checks.
Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage.
That's what it is.
Okay.
If you can see the attacker and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage, you lose this benefit if you are incapacitated.
Gotcha. So yeah, it's gonna come running at you and start like swinging its claws at you.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
No, he does not. You duck right under it as it's swinging at you. And then, Grim, what do you do? Like, it's slowly filling up.
I think his first reaction is to see if he can jump high enough to see if there's like a ceiling.
So, like, you go to jump?
Yeah, like I do like a standing jump and see if like there's a ceiling up above me.
Yeah, so when you go to jump, you don't, like, it's just the air above you, and the water just keeps filling. Can you swim?
I mean, I can swim, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, it's, like, filling up, and, like, you're, like, waiting on top of the water, but the water's going higher and higher, and, like, you realize that eventually it'll hit the ceiling.
Gotcha. So I think to help, like, from not getting exhausted, he's probably leaning on his shield.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and using his shield, like, as a flotation device.
Mm-hmm.
But he probably is there some type of like I don't know if it'd be wisdom or intelligence, is there like a check that I can try to like focus and like make myself realize it's not real?
Make like a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good, guys. Here we go. Your boy gonna drown in
here. Yeah, I think you're like floating up to the top, and like you realize that eventually you're gonna have to you're gonna either hit the top and have to go under, or figure out a way to get out of it. And like maybe you like calm yourself a little bit and realize that there has to be a way out of this.
Okay.
Like maybe you can still see everybody, so maybe you're like sitting there as you're slowly floating up and just thinking you see everybody else, and they're like fighting all their fears, and like you realize that there's a way for them to defeat their fears. There has to be a way for you to do it as well.
Okay. I think that's probably my turn then, isn't it? I mean, I moved. I made it I've used my action to make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like mechanically there's anything else I can do.
Okay.
I can't just shoot my way out of this one.
I think that's what you realize too. You're like, this isn't something that you can, like, you're used to just shooting your way out of things, and you can't do that this time.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it is Frederick's turn. You still have your past commander. He's still swinging at you.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it as a twinned spell.
Okay. Since he's in like melee with you, it would be at disadvantage, just so you know.
Actually, no. Instead of that, I'll do Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
And do the same thing, so twin spell. Okay. So it's gonna be boom and boom.
So I don't know. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kyle, and then I'll say something.
No, the second one will hit him.
Okay.
I don't know if it's less sorcery points, like off the top of my head, but technically you just quicken it. You don't have to twin that one. I don't know if quickening is any less than twin spelling.
Quickening is more than twin spelling, actually.
How much?
It's one sorcery. So it's one sorcery point per spell level. for twinning, and then for quickened is just 2 flat. So as a cantrip, I can cast Shocking Grasp twice for 1 sorcery point.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I think twinning, you have to like. I'll have to look at it. I think there's like a reason why you have to use one or the other. But I mean, we can keep going.
Oh no, you're right. You're right, because it says you have to, it's targeting a second creature.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Is the targeting issue?
Okay. Then either way, is he wearing metal armor or anything?
Yes.
Okay, so I get advantage anyways.
Okay, cool. So then they both hit. You do get to cast it twice still?
Yeah, he just has to use an extra sorcery point.
Okay. So yeah, they both hit then.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, so you go and like grab him and like zap him, and you can see it like coursing through his shield or through his armor, and like you see it go up to like his face, and like he's like starts to smoke and everything like that, and he's like, "You may have defeated me this time, but I'll always be here with you." And then like he like turns into like ash and like disappears, and then like in his place you see the gem sitting on the ground.
I'll pick it up.
Mm-hmm. And then you hear the voice in your head say, like, "You have conquered your fears. You may proceed."
Well, thank you, strange voice.
But you're thank you. But you're still like stuck on this island, and you see all your friends are they're battling their own fears as you. I mean, you're kind of like stuck here unless you can think of a way out. I'm gonna cast Misty Step to Balthazar. Okay.
What level is that? Is that 2? It is 2. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Misty Step to Balthazar and get on his platform with him.
Okay. So you Misty Step over to him, and then it is Penny's turn.
All right, realize like now since Penny V2 has attacked me, I'm going to attack back now.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna. He's 10 feet away from me.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, since he's starting in that, I'm gonna and like he's starting within 10 feet of me. I'm gonna use my reaction to make him take a Constitution savings throw.
Okay.
It's spell save 17.
Okay. I love that he's making him do this to himself, knowing he has a +8 to Constitution. Oh, he fails.
So he takes D10 damage. So he takes 7 damage.
Yeah, you wound him pretty badly on the first hit. He like falls to his knees and he looks at you and he's like, "It'll take more than that."
And so I'll cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
And like just bum rush him.
Okay.
And hit him with my club. I mean that hits me.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits me.
And I'll do 10 more damage to him.
Okay, yeah. So you go and like beat him while he's like kneeling on the ground. And you see like a little bit of like blood trickle from his lip. And he just kind of like sneers at you. And then he's probably gonna do the same thing. He'll cast Shillelagh and swing it at you. But he'll miss.
He doesn't know how to use my club.
Nope.
Bang it against I bang my club against my shield.
He probably like smirks like, "You always were the arrogant one." And then it is Balthazar's turn.
And I'm swinging away.
Do it.
Oof.
First one misses. That's rough.
Yeah, the first one misses, but the second one hits.
And then I will spend a key point to do a flurry of blows.
Do it.
Get him.
That hits.
Both of them?
Oh, there's 2. Yes, both of them hit. Nice.
28 points of damage.
So yeah, you just start like swinging on this thing, and like the same thing happens. Frederick, you notice that he just starts wailing on this thing, and eventually it just like crumbles to the ground, and the ashes start to float away, and like you probably see it get like a weird like crooked smile on its face before its face like completely disappears, and then you see your gem is laying on the ground where it was.
my gem is,
Yes.
I'll pick it up and pocket it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna look over to Grim.
Yeah, you see Grim. He's like it almost looks like he's in like a glass case, and like the water is like just almost to the top, and you just see his head like above the water.
And then I'm gonna dive into the shadows, and then teleport to where he is, out of the shadows.
Okay. So now you're floating in the water next to Grim.
No, not in there, like outside of it.
Well, like the edge of it is like the
It's taking up the whole
like,
thing.
he's on his island thing.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to be in there with him to do it.
Never mind. Shit. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just stay where I am. What can I do? Can I throw a dart at it? Nope. I already used my bonus action. That's it. I can't do anything.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so then it is Grim's turn. What are you gonna do? The water is like you have like a head, like your head space, like your head is touching the ceiling at this point.
Okay, yeah. So I think after what I have noticed, the two of them, like
Yeah, you see them both strike down. Like what they were fighting. You might not recognize exactly what it was, but you see them both strike it down, and like the ashes of them like disappear.
All right, so I think after he realized, like he does, so like he knows that he can't fight his way out of this. That it's something different.
Mm-hmm.
But he sees that the way they were able to defeat theirs is by attacking it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he probably turns to the two of them, like standing over there. And I don't know if they can hear me, but I say, well,
I'm looking at you.
I look at him and I go, well, this is all I've got. It's the end of the line. And he lets go of the shield, and you see him, like, the weight of his armor, like, drops him to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And he, like, is, like, looking at you guys as he's sinking to the ground. He hits the ground, and he just closes his eyes, and I think he opens his mouth.
Okay. So yeah, you hit you watch Baltazar, you see, and you probably hear like if somebody was in like a glass case, you probably just hear him be like, "This is the end of the line." You can barely make out what he's saying, and then you watch him sink to the bottom and open up his mouth, and right when you hit the bottom and like you close your eyes, you can feel like your lungs starting to fill up with water. Baltazar, you notice that like from the top and down, like it slowly starts to turn to ash, and like the water just like dissipates, and eventually it hits the bottom. And Grim, you're wet from the water, but you realize that you're not underwater anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine like you spit up whatever water has already gotten into your lungs and everything like that. And when you look, like you're crisscross applesauce on the ground, when you look, right in front of you is the gem that you were trying to grab.
I think my shield bonks me on the head, and I go, the water all comes out.
Yeah, and the room probably like fills with like just ash everywhere from the water. And then Penny, you're the only one left.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make him a Constitution savings throw again.
Okay.
Yeah, he got that one. I hate that he uses my stats.
It's you.
Yeah, so I think we're going to
he like looks up at you and gets like a smirk, and he as you see him like slowly start to disintegrate, he goes, in time you will know what fear is. And like he then like his face disappears, and you see your gem laying on the ground in front of you.
I just like pick it up.
And
like,
then just nonchalantly.
Yeah. He like yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's more like yeah, I'm not just yeah.
Okay. So you pick it up.
Word.
And right when you pick it up, the stone comes back to where the places where it was missing from, and you guys are able to all like get to each other again.
Well, that was ridiculous.
I fought somebody worthy finally. I hate water. It's kind of cold.
I thought you loved it based on the fact that all of us got our fears. I definitely thought that you loved water. That was how I made that connection.
Well, the good thing is, I don't need you to clean my pants anymore.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so you guys walk up to the door.
Yep.
Put the scarabs in.
Okay, so you put the gems into the scarabs, and
I
they
think I'm
all.
gonna hold on to mine. I don't want to open this door.
Okay, then the door.
I'll kick you in the face, Grim.
Fine, I'll put it in. Put it in the door.
So you put the gem into the door, and you see the scarabs all turn upside down, and then the door slowly starts to rise. And I think that's where we'll take our second and last break.
Cool.
Before we finish this off.
We'll be back momentarily, my friends.